Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is Doug Stanton with IMI Global. No stranger to Sunrise or the Superior Livestock Auction Room. I mean, let's go right into it, Doug. You and I were talking before this program cattle. I mean, Charlie and I were talking about it before you came on. Makes all the difference. And so tell us a little bit about the programs, the bundling, and what you are hearing back from the buyers, the producers, and their feelings towards all of it.
You bet, Kirby. First of all, we really appreciate the opportunity to be here and continuing to work with Superior and Superior Verified. Yes, it's kind of from the last 12 months for sure. What we're hearing from the buyers, the feed yards, and also from the packers is try to bundle as many of the claims as a producer can qualify for. And I think that if you look at that this week, those benefits they're getting paid for it now. You look at last year, 2017, those premiums probably were $5 to $8 a hundred, and now you're looking at 10 to 15 and sometimes higher. So that's a good return on the investment for the rancher, and we appreciate being part of that.
You know, there's a lot of buzz going on, especially about the program cattle, but you're in the auction room. You're in there, you're watching, the difference, the premiums, everything that's happening. What's the biggest thing you think? I know Beth and I were talking about this earlier because I know you guys discussed it. You talk to the buyers and, like you said, guys at the feed yard and stuff, and there's people that come in here and they sell their cattle and they're like, man, I had that same kind of cattle and they brought $7 less, but that's because they're not on the programs.
Correct.
So
Correct.
What's your advice to them? I mean, how can you encourage them to really, pay to play, take part in all of that?
Exactly. And I think, we start with Superior Verified with the source and age. That's kind of the base. And then we look at NHTC and then add the third-party natural to it, the verified natural, and then gap if they can get there. I think that the bundling of all of those is really where it's at, because what it's doing for the buyer is they can go into the marketplace. They're buying these cattle now, taking delivery in the fall. They're actually not going to go to slaughter till next summer, and so that's a long time period for them. So they've got, a lot of cases, the feed yards have got slots contracted already with packers into next year, way into next summer and some into fall. So it's a long time in between there. They need that flexibility in order to know what slots to put the cattle in. And if they're approved for everything, then they have the flexibility. And they've told us that, if you get these guys doing that, we'll pay the premiums. And I think that's very evident this week.
And that's one thing. Do you think the premiums, maybe they deter people a little bit from participating in that?
No, I don't think so. I think sometimes the programs to some people can be a little intimidating, but we really try to walk people through it. The gals in the office in Castle Rock do a great job of working with the customer, especially the first-time customers, and getting them through the process. And once it gets started, then just kind of keeping everything current each year. And those that get into it says, well, it's quite as bad as they thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. Like I said, all the buzz in the room, you see it. You see the difference when those cattle go to sell. So I want to thank you for being on this morning. I want to thank you for your partnership with Superior. I know it's greatly appreciated. When we come back, Robert and Lance Jones, don't go anywhere.